So we are on 8-6 assignment, solving x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So page 507, number 1. On number 1, they give us x squared plus 14x plus 24. They say factor each polynomial. So I'm going to go ahead and factor this. I can't take anything out. I can't group, so I'm going to have to split this. So a times c needs to add up to b. So a times c would be 24. This needs to add up to 14. 12 and 2 would be my two numbers. I will split 14x into 12x and 2x. I bring down x squared and I bring down 24. This is where I'm able to group. So I can take out an x. I'm left with x plus 12. Bring down my plus sign. I can take out a 2, and I'm left with x plus 12. X plus 12 is the same, so I can take that out. That means that I am left with x plus 2. Number 2, y squared minus 7y minus 30. So 1 times negative 30 is negative 30, middle term negative 7. I could try 6 and 5. One of them has to be negative. Since this needs to add up to a negative, let's try 6. So negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1, so that doesn't work. What about 10 and 3? One of them has to be negative. Let's try negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. Ah, that works. So now I found negative 10 and 3. So I'm going to split this into negative 10y plus 3y. Bring down y squared, bring down minus 30. Now I can go ahead and I can group. I can take a y out, which is y minus 10. I can take a 3 out, which is y minus 10. Y minus 10 matches, so I get y minus 10 and y plus 3. Number 5. I have x squared minus 4x minus 21 equals 0. All right, I have an x squared, which means I can't solve for x squared, so I need to factor this. In order to factor this, I'm going to take a times c again, which is negative 21. Middle term is negative 4. I know 7 and 3 will give me 21. One of them has to be negative. Since this is negative, my larger needs to be negative. So negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. So this works. So now I found my answer. So bring down x squared minus 7x plus 3x minus 21 equals 0. I can go ahead and factor out an x. That's x minus 7. Bring out a 3. That's x minus 7 equals 0. X minus 7 matches, so I'm left with x plus 3 equals 0. Now I can set each part equal to 0. X minus 7 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0. If I add 7, x would be 7. If I subtract 3, x would be negative 3. And I'm done. Page 497, number 9. 497, number 9 is 3k parenthesis k plus 10 equals 0. So I need to set each part equal to 0. So 3k equals 0, k plus 10 equals 0. Divide by 3, k would be 0. Subtract 10, k would be negative 10. Number 10. 4m plus 2, 3m minus 9 equals 0. So I need to set each part equal to 0. So 4m plus 2 equals 0, 3m minus 9 equals 0. Minus 2, so 4m equals negative 2. Divide by 4, and I get m equals negative 1/2 if I reduce. add 9, 3m equals 9, divide by 3, and I get m equals 3. Number 11, 20p squared minus 15p equals 0. I cannot solve for a p squared, so I need to break this up, which means I'm going to factor. I can take a 5 and a p out. 20 divided by 5 is 4. I'm left with a p. Negative 15 divided by 5 is 3, equals 0. I set each part equal to 0. So divide by 5, p equals 0. Add 3, so that's 4p equals 3. Divide by 4, and I get p is 3 over 4. Page 458, number 2. They give me 2w squared, z to the 5, all over 3y to the 4 raised to the 3rd. So, this is where I need to distribute to everything. So this would be 2 to the 3rd, w to the 6, z to the 15, 3 to the 3rd, y to the 12. 2 to the 3rd becomes 8, 3 to the 3rd becomes 27. There's nothing else I can do. That is my final answer. Page 363, number 8. 2x plus y equals negative 4. 5x plus 3y equals negative 6. I need to use elimination to go ahead and solve. This is systems of equations. So I'm actually going to multiply this top by negative 3, so this becomes negative 3y. Negative 6x, negative 3y equals 12. My 3's go away. 5 minus 6 is negative 1x. Negative 6 plus 12 is 6. Divide by negative 1, and I get x equals negative 6. If x is negative 6, I plug back in. 2 times negative 6 plus y equals negative 4. Negative 12 plus y equals negative 4. Add 12, y equals 8. And we are done.